Easy. It's so easy. I
wish Facebook was that easy.
Yeah. We actually need to change our bit rate because this is supposed to be 2 and it's at 4 for some reason. But to be honest, I don't know what that means.
On our merch line, I went and connected our Twitch, our Discord, and our YouTube and our Facebook to it today.
Really?
Yes.
I have been doing some organizing of this.
Mm-hmm.
And look how empty the music bed thing looks now. And same with our episode specific. These used to all be filled, but I've been organizing and stuff. And so like all the Let's Be Honest stuff is there and all the OBS stuff is there.
Good job.
And stuff like that. I also got rid of some sound effects that we haven't used at all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, are you ready to do this thing?
I'm ready.
Let's see if our intro blows people out of the water, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Volume-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we begin?
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone?
It's time. It's time. Did you say it's time?
Stay calm! Not the beast! Ah! I love my eyes! Birds! Ah!
Vent Lab.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Vent Lab. It's a very relaxing podcast about relaxing topics.
That music really sets the tone.
You know, I wanted something that didn't get people too riled up. Something that was a little right down the middle, not too exciting, not too intense.
Something you really feel you could just jam to casually.
Right. You know, I want to be the sunshine in
You
people's
want
day.
to be the sunshine.
Yes, exactly. Episode 150 is today's episode. That's half of 300.
150.
150.
That's such a solid number.
Yes.
150.
150. Remember, it just feels like yesterday that we were on episode 100. That was a big moment. And now we're halfway
just yesterday.
to 200. Well, we're halfway to 300, but halfway from the 100 to 200.
That was
you know
like
what I'm saying?
25 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah, something
That's
like
math.
that. That's quick math.
Uh-huh.
Regardless, if you haven't guessed, we'll probably be doing
We'll be talking about bees
at some point. Yeah, which is actually topical, I guess. It's funny that we're talking about bees because wow, there's a lot of words that have the word bee.
Okay, you're done. Just move on.
I have been eating a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of honey.
Bees.
Of bees.
Oh, honey. I mean,
Yeah, well,
honey.
I was going to go the bee route, but I was advised not to, so.
Yeah, that would be a little too much.
Okay, I'm done. I'm the one that's done. Can you be done too? Can this be a mutual doneness?
Can it be?
Oh, my.
Or can't it be? That's yet to be determined.
Okay. Are you done? Or?
No.
All right. You got any more?
No.
Okay. All right. Anyway, I've been eating honey every morning. By the way, it's a real shock to your system to eat 2 tablespoons of honey in the morning.
You only needed 1.
Have you ever known me to stop at the very minimum?
Wait, whoa. You're giving my daughter a hard time about her overdosing on melatonin.
Do you want to get into this?
And gummies, melatonin gummies. And you're talking about how you always go, like, more than you're supposed to.
Do you really want me to bring up the fact that your daughter...
No. So
Okay.
You've been taking 2 tablespoons of honey a day.
Right. 2 tablespoons in the morning to combat allergies.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, it's working. I know it's not like an instant thing.
Is it
Like it's
already?
not. Well, I know it's not supposed to work that fast, but my allergies have subsided since doing that. But at the same time, regardless of whether I was eating honey every morning or not, they probably would have subsided by now. And they'll probably come back later unless the honey works and they don't come back later.
Never
So I guess
stop taking the honey, and the allergies will never come back.
that's the plan. So that's what we're doing right now. That's what we're testing anyway. Somebody on Twitch says, "Will you be serious, Rebecca? Please
Thank
be
you,
ready."
Jayhawk for life. No, I will not be serious.
You can't make
Also,
the
it's,
joke
like,
they
so
made and then laugh at yourself.
Warm in here right now. Like, are you sweating?
That's why I took off my hoodie before the show. Rebecca. Oh wow, looky there, we're matching. Hooray. I'm so happy. I'm so glad that we're matching
Nathan
today.
and I accidentally wore the same shirt today.
And we're both wearing black pants.
And we were both wearing hoodies
And black glasses.
right before the show, we're such twins right now. Right before the show, Nathan took off his hoodie and I was like, because Nathan hates when we match. And today we accidentally totally matched.
I'm so
Totally
excited
matched. And this
about
makes
it.
me so happy. I'm sorry for those of you just listening on podcast that you don't get to see this, but you could go to our YouTube channel and check out the recording of this video and you could see that we're wearing matching shirts. And there are matching college radio station shirts, which is even better.
ECAB radio. It's at the college. It's so cool.
That was our actual tagline.
Yeah. It's so cool.
Ben
that-
says, good thing this is an audio only podcast. It is, except for on YouTube and Twitch, where you can come watch it. And you can even watch it on YouTube after it's done.
Okay, so we were talking about
You were
bees.
talking about, the honey that you've been taking every day to help
So
with your allergies.
I'm staying on top of the allergy medication, the cetirizine or whatever it's called, and then I'm staying on top of the honey. So far, so good. I've also had my bedroom window closed a lot more. I really
so the pollens aren't coming in
Right.
and attacking you,
and see I always
murdering you in the night.
I always set myself up for having bad allergies because as soon as the weather gets nice, I prop open my window just a little bit so that I can wake up to a nice breeze blowing over me. My window is on the south side of the house, so whenever there's a wind coming from the south, which is always warm, then I get the warm breeze, and there's nothing quite like waking up to a warm breeze, the smell of fresh air, and the sound of birds.
Unless you were murdered in the night by that fresh air and now your eyes are all swollen
Yes.
and you're congested from allergies.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's where it gets me. That's where it gets me. It's so fun that it gets me.
Okay, well, you're having a good experience with bees because the bees are actually helping to reduce your allergies.
Yeah.
But there's this one guy, I don't know, where is he from?
Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Oh, Las Cruces. You know, the only reason why I know how to say Las Cruces is from when we were in New Mexico and listened to a radio station there all the time. Yeah, anyway, so this guy was in Las Cruces, went to the grocery store. Everything was perfectly fine. He had no issues. He drove to the grocery store in his clean, non-infested car.
Which is that in and of itself is rare sometimes in New Mexico.
It
because
is.
car thefts are just out the wazoo in New Mexico.
That is true.
I know that because of friends in New Mexico. Not
Yes.
because my car was stolen in New Mexico. Hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, we had a rental.
Hard to have
good.
your car stolen in New Mexico whenever you don't live in New Mexico. You know? Mm-hmm. Not impossible. Anyway, continue.
So anyway, this guy in Las Cruces gets to the grocery store, gets out of his car, still no problems, goes in, shops, finds everything he needs.
Really?
They weren't even out of anything he was looking for.
Rebecca, this is starting to just sound like a
Too
normal,
perfect of a day.
You know, a normal.
Too perfect of a day. It's
normal
setting
story.
up for disaster. Because when he returned to his car, it was full of bees.
Bees everywhere! They're huge! They're ripping my flesh off!
This is actual
They're
audio.
starting to swell up!
Of this poor guy.
Don't be the hero! They're huge and they're sting crazy!
This was recorded by the Las
Your
Cruces
firearms are
Fire
useless
Department.
against them.
Yeah. Wow, that's rough.
Yeah, so it wasn't just a few bees. It was actually somewhere around 15,000 bees.
They counted them?
Swarming around in his car. He actually got in his car and then realized his car was infested with bees. So he gets out. Who do you call?
His car was making a weird buzzing sound, huh?
Yeah.
Pops the hood.
Nobody could ever hear it. You know, it just like every time he
Right.
took it in, he's like, it's making this buzz. And
You guys
they
don't
were
hear
like,
the buzz?
I don't hear the buzz.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah.
It was. I promise it was.
So who do you think you call if your car is infested with bees suddenly?
Right.
Suddenly, you're at the grocery store and you've got somewhere, you're just guessing, around 15,000 bees in your car.
If you had, I could do a quick count. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Multiply by 10
15.
and
Okay,
15,000.
and carry the 4, 5. Okay, 15,000.
Who do you call?
Well, you don't call it Ghostbusters,
No.
though they could probably vacuum them up. That wouldn't be a bad choice.
They probably, they have that ghost sucker thing.
Speaking of vacuums, maybe like a nanny service.
That's
maybe.
dangerous. Nannies aren't
Get
prepared to
some-
vacuum.
Get some abuelas out there with their vacuums and
Some
just
what?
abuela. Isn't that?
What does that mean?
I thought that was Spanish for grandma. You're the one that took
I don't know.
Spanish.
And I also barely got a D, and she suggested I start from the
Abuela.
beginning if I'm ever going to do anything with Spanish in
Yeah,
my future.
abuela. It's a grandma.
You know I'm terrible at Spanish. There's no way I know any Spanish words.
You've never heard this before.
Abuela.
Abuela.
Yeah, they probably tried to teach me it in Spanish.
Because it's New Mexico.
but
That's
my
why.
brain like put up a wall and was like, you will not learn Spanish. And I did not.
So they didn't call Ghostbusters and they didn't call
Abuela.
Nope.
the fire department.
Yes, they called the fire department.
Get some hoses out there.
And the fire department was like, okay, this is a weird call. So they get there and they realize he was not over exaggerating. There was a lot of bees. So
At least 15,000.
So they were like, hey, you guys remember Jesse? Jesse works with the fire department, but he
good old
was
Jesse.
not working that day. But his friends were like, Jesse will know what to do because he also harvests bees in his spare time.
Jesse.
Jesse Johnson.
The family company. That's SC Johnson.
Okay.
I was close though.
Okay. I had no idea what you were talking about.
That's fine.
Anyway, Jesse comes in his bee suit with a hive equipment,
A hive kit. Yeah.
lemongrass oil. I don't know what that does. Gloves and proper attire. And he was successful in removing the bees from the car and relocating them to a more suitable location other than a car.
What do you think the proper attire is?
A bee suit,
Really? Like a full suit?
like a full bee suit, like suits made for harvesting bees,
You think that
collecting bees.
like a tie and a bee suit, or do you go tie? Well, okay. I'm thinking if you're gonna meet a queen, like what's the proper attire? You know, I agree with you with the suit part. Maybe a tie. I don't know. What has anybody met the queen before? What do you wear? Stripes?
Are you done?
Maybe stripes. I watched the bee movie, and that seems to be all they wear.
Anyway, the beekeeper estimated 15,000 bees had been removed and relocated.
Have you ever watched videos of, not to be confused with the spare tire, my parents are watching. That was my dad. Have you ever seen those videos of people removing bees? There's somebody on TikTok, actually.
I grew up on Sesame Street, and I do remember an episode where there was a beekeeper there.
I thought you grew up in Nebraska.
No, I grew up on the street,
Oh, okay.
Sesame Street.
All right. In the hood, Sesame Hood. Anyway, no, they usually like just dig through the bees until they find the queen, and then they put a little clip around the queen, and then they move the queen, and then just wait for all the bees to follow the
to
queen.
join because that's what they do.
But sometimes
They
there's more
serve
than
the
one
queen.
queen.
I have heard that before.
Yeah. What do you do then?
You kill one, solving two problems.
And just kill two bees with one stone? Honestly, that
Or
sounds
one
a
bee
bit,
with two stones.
a bit easier than killing two birds with one stone. That seems like a really hard solution to a simple thing. I don't know. There's a comedian that made a bit about that. I felt conflicted there because I didn't want to steal their bit and play it off like it was
But
my
you
own.
couldn't help yourself.
But I couldn't help myself, and so I just decided to
You
go
really need
halfway.
to be careful with that.
All right. enough with this bee.
Hey, before we
Bee talk.
forget, it is somebody's birthday today.
Oh, really?
Yes. And we need to make sure to wish Richard Boone a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Richard.
Fun fact, Rebecca, he was our first patron,
Yes.
I believe.
I believe he was too.
Oh, I hate it. Everywhere I look is bees now.
I like looking at the screen because we're wearing matching outfits
That's
today.
wonderful. No,
What
dude,
are you doing after this? We should go out wearing our matching outfits.
I do not want to do that.
Oh, I'll put on our old matching shoes. What shoes are you wearing today?
I'm wearing my red Vans. You don't have these, sucker.
Find a pair of red shoes in my house.
No, Richard is the bee's knees, you know? What a guy. I'm not giving you a high five.
Come on,
I'm not.
Nathan.
No, don't hit me. Don't. You are the worst.
For those of you just listening to the podcast, he gave up and gave me a high five.
I did not give. I would never actually give Rebecca a high five.
He's now
especially-
cutting Phyllis's head off with a chainsaw.
All right, you are out of your mind. She's lost it.
You know why I think I lost it?
Why?
Because I went to the gym yesterday for the first time in over 10 years.
Really?
And I hurt everywhere.
So you're just sitting here like in pain, and that's
I
why
am
you're.
in so much pain, and I've taken a substantial but normal suggested amount of medication to help with my muscle pain.
Substantial, but still
I have
regulated.
taken the max amount suggested
So like 2 pills
every 4 hours.
every 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So my kids joined a gym a couple weeks ago. It's literally right down the street from us, like a stone's throw away.
Maybe not yet, but you keep going to that gym, and it will be. I'll tell you what. I see some results.
And they've really enjoyed going. They go several times a week, and my husband and I were thinking about joining a gym. When we were in Hawaii, we were very active the whole time, and it felt really good to be moving because we've done a lot of sitting since the pandemic. And
It wasn't because you guys were in swimsuits and you're like looking at yourself and thinking, dang, we should really hit the gym. It wasn't?
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
No, it was because I got to be active again. It felt good to be active again.
It 100% does.
So yesterday was our opportunity. We went and joined the gym, and then we went to IHOP after we joined the gym. And then after IHOP, oh my
Carbs.
gosh,
You need
hold
carbs.
on. This is a side story. We're going to come back to the gym, but I've
right.
got to share this. So we're at IHOP yesterday, and the waitress brings us our food. It's 7:00 because we had to get our gym membership first. And so we had to wait, and we ate dinner late. I was so hungry by the time she brought us our food. So she puts the food down in front of us, and then she had to run back and grab something else. So she's like, oh, I forgot this. So she goes back to grab it. So we're all just sitting there with the food in front of us, and there's no utensils. She never brought any utensils. We've got pancakes. We've all got pancakes, and there's no utensils. So we're all sitting there waiting patiently, and I look at my husband. I'm like, you want to go ahead and pray like while we're waiting? Well, she must have gotten caught up in the kitchen or something because she did not come back for a while. I'm telling you, Nathan, it only took 2 minutes of us staring at our food before we dove in with our fingers.
What the heck? Just get up and go get you. What are you,
There
5?
wasn't utensils anywhere. And
There was nobody around to
no,
ask.
I'm going to tell you, there was one other family in IHOP and no other waiters around. Like, I could have taken over the IHOP, like eating area because there was no employees there. They were all hiding back in the kitchen, hanging out, making pancakes because nobody, if there was somebody, we
Making
would
pancakes.
have yelled for somebody to please bring us silverware. We would have had to go back to the kitchen to request silverware. That would have
Should have done it.
required putting our masks on and getting up to go ask them. We literally like karate chopped into our pancakes and started scooping and eating with our hands. And then like it was like another 5 minutes. We were probably halfway through our plates when the waitress got there. And she was like,
Oh, right.
we're like, wiping our hands, like scraping them on the sides of the plates to make our hands look less gunky. And when she got there, we're like, hey, can you get us some silverware and some extra napkins? She was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, she's totally like looking at what a mess we had made and thinking, these people must have been starving and I deprived them of silverware.
You freaking no, that is not
Unacceptable!
that's not okay.
It is easier to eat pancakes with my fingers than I ever thought it would be.
Yeah, I mean it's just bread.
With syrup, and I got strawberries and bananas on top.
Okay, fine.
It was really good.
You just make a little breakfast taco.
IHOP has gluten-free pancakes and waffles. I just didn't try the waffles yet. Anyway, so back to the gym. So we leave IHOP, come home and get changed, go to the gym. And I'm thinking when we get to the gym, like...
You guys went to the gym as a family?
Uh-huh.
That's okay.
Like I'm thinking, I don't want to go 100%. It's been 10 years.
That's a good mentality to have whenever you go to the gym. Too many people go 100% at the gym and it just doesn't pay off, you know?
It's
like,
been
okay, cool,
10
you're going to
years,
get more
Nathan.
muscles, but like,
I
what's the
didn't
point?
want
Are
to
you having a good
have
time? Are you having a good
a
time?
heart attack or anything.
You are heart attack
Prone. So I made sure to watch like my heart rate levels and make sure nothing wacky was happening. I worked out. Like I'm telling you, I worked out. I did my cardio workout. I did some different muscle group trainings. Like I worked out. My heart rate was up to like 160. I think that was pretty strong for my first time out. We worked out from probably like 8:30 till 10 o'clock at night. So an hour and a half at the gym. I just didn't like push myself till like I was ready to puke.
I don't know if I've ever spent an hour and a half at the gym.
I did stretching too. Like I did a cool down and I stretched afterwards because I thought the stretching is going to be very important here because I haven't worked out for so long that there's going to be a lot of acid built up in my muscles, and stretching and drinking a lot of water is going to be really important here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did do some stretching, some yoga activities at the end. Did drink a lot of water and then headed home, and I woke up today and I was like hurting so bad. Oh, and my point of like not going hard wasn't just so I don't get a headache and a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
It was because I want to go back.
That's
like
fair.
I didn't want it to be so miserable that I don't want to go back. Anyway, regardless of how much pain I'm in today, this was expected. I really enjoyed it, and like I can't wait to go back. Like I really had fun, and I don't think it's weird that my family went to the gym together.
Totally, listen, no, I'm
Wait,
just
think
I'm
about
just
my
jealous.
family.
I'm just jealous that me and my 5 siblings and 2 parents never went to the gym together.
Okay, well, there's 4 of us total. Grace and I worked out together. Zacchaeus has his own plan, and then Jay West just puts a hoodie on, like puts his hood up so that he sweats a lot, and he runs on the treadmill for a really long time.
Can I ask what your goal is going to the gym?
To be active again.
In like a non-condescending way, like do you have like
I
a
don't
goal?
have like a weight loss goal or anything like that. My goal is to just be more active.
Gotcha.
Because we live in the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cold a lot of the year.
Sure.
And during the pandemic, we spent a lot of time watching just movies all the time. And so we've gotten really into a bad routine of watching movies every night after dinner. And so if we can split that up, like I love watching movies, but what if 3 nights of the week we go to the gym together?
Right.
And then a couple nights of the week we do the podcast, and a couple nights of the week we watch a movie. Like
How far away is the gym from here?
a stone's throw away.
So like a mile?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
it's not, it's like literally the first light you hit outside of the neighborhood
Yeah.
is going that way. That's where it's at. You know where the police station is and like the community center?
No. Anyway, here's
Okay.
my question. Is it close enough to run to?
No.
That's a heck of a stone's
Well, I
throw.
live out in the country. It's okay. It's more than a stone's throw. It's way out yonder.
Well, it's not way out yonder. I know you're new to this country living thing, but it's not a stone's throw, and it's not way out yonder. It's somewhere in between.
Hold on, Steve wants to know what's all the buzz about joining a gym.
I was hoping you wouldn't see that.
Anyway, considering I live like out in the country and there's like nothing real close, it's as soon as you reach some sort of civilization and a gas station, the gym is right there.
So
it couldn't be closer unless it was at the high school, which, come to think of it, they have a gym.
I was going to say, could you, since your daughter goes to that high school, couldn't you just get a gym there? Use that gym?
I don't think so. Okay, so
What's the name of the gym?
24-hour fitness.
24
Which means
hour
I can go anytime I want.
fatness.
If I want to go in the middle of the night, I can go. 24-hour fitness, Lansing. And it's a brand new gym. Like they literally, like everything is brand new in it. New building, new equipment. It's pretty nice. Anyway, so I wanted some advice of like how I can keep this up, because I've done like some workout routines in the past. I think I've even talked about it on here, and those have just kind of gone away. One, I started working out before Hawaii, and then I went to Hawaii, and then I came back and I was like, I'm not going to keep doing that.
Yeah.
So now I'm hoping that this continues. So, I mean, I thought, what if we use our stereo app and we ask random strangers about like what we can do to keep up a workout routine?
You know what? I don't see how that could become a bad idea in any way, shape, or form. Let's ask random internet strangers.
Are you being facetious?
I'm about to beat you. I'm sorry. I lost my cool there a little bit.
Are you still mapping where the 24-hour
what's your
fitness is?
address? I can't.
I'm
I
not
can't
going to tell
remember.
my address on here. Do you want me to type it in?
It's yeah.
You're close.
Oh, I was so close.
You've got the rest of it.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to figure out how close this. This is just 2 miles. That's not even
you
a
go.
5K. It's perfect.
It's a little out
No,
yonder.
this is a perfect. You
Also,
run to the gym.
I don't like running. Like I'll do the elliptical machine. I'll do the stair stepper, but I don't like just running anywhere.
Rebecca,
like,
there's
it
a
gives
part of
me a
working
headache.
out. There's a part of working
It
out.
gives me a headache.
It's because you don't do it enough.
No, I just the way my heels hit the ground, it just gives me a headache.
'Cause you
every
don't
time
do
it's
it
really
enough.
jarring. Anyway, I don't see how this could possibly go wrong. Nothing went wrong last time, and so I'm gonna.
Are you connected to the board here?
Yeah, I'm connected to the board here.
All right.
Okay.
So what are we asking these people?
For advice on how I can stay consistent at the gym.
Okay.
Okay, let's ask Amber here.
Amber on stereo.
Hold on.
Oh, do you remember how to do this?
Whoa. Hi, this is
Hi.
Hey, this is Rebecca on Vent Lab. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Can I'm here with Nathan. Can we ask you a question?
For sure.
Okay, so I just joined a gym and it's literally been like 10 years since I've worked out. And
Yeah.
I'm looking for advice on like how I can stay with it, because I really like the one time I've gone so far. I really like going and I want to keep going. Do you have any advice for me on what I could do to like keep going?
Okay, so basically when I was in the same position as you a few months back, I like hadn't worked out in a fat minute because of the pandemic. And then I was like, you know what, I need to get my shit together. So I honestly just started just waking up and just going. It doesn't matter if it's just a walk or even going to the gym. Even if you don't do like a high intensity workout, just get into the routine of going, like driving to the gym. Just get yourself out of bed and get to the gym. Like just go to the gym, like evening or in the morning. Just get there, and
Just
then once
whenever
you can
go, just go.
Just go. Like I know, like your body's just gonna be like, no, I can't, I don't want to. But like it's all mental at the end of the day. You just have to train yourself mentally to just be like, you know what, no, if we want that summer bod, we want to be fit, we want to look, not even fit, we just want to be healthy, we just want to be active. We gotta get moving. We gotta start the day right.
You sound like
force yourself.
You know a lot more about working out than I do right now. So like, what is your advice about like what kind of workouts that I could be doing? Like, what should I start with, and then what should I end with?
So in the beginning, I did start with like, I don't know if you've ever seen on TikTok like the 30, 12, what is it? 30 minutes, 12 incline, speed 3.
Yeah, I feel old saying this, but my daughter was doing that yesterday. Now I know where she got it from.
Okay, yeah, it's from TikTok. And basically, yeah, you literally just do 30 minutes of high incline and with the low speed. Like depending on your
like
preference,
a 3,
honestly, but just do it like a 3 or a 2. I mean, a 3 is kind of fast.
Keep it at 1, honestly. Do they have like a 0.5 that she could do?
I believe in you. I feel like you can do it too. So,
Thank you.
Like, you can do it too. 3, I feel like if you just want to like fast walking would be 3. But like when you're starting out to work out, I think it's 2 is fine. And then like once you're comfortable with 2, go to 2.5 and then 3 and then stop at 3. Don't, cause doing a high incline type of workout will build a lot of calf muscle. And I know that a lot of girls don't want that like bulky calf look like.
I'll take any muscles I can get.
Okay, then yeah. Just build it up to 3, and then if it's just keep it as a fast walk, and just don't try to run at a 12 incline because
you'll die.
I don't think that's safe.
Yeah.
You think you think she should get some like those shape ups? You know,
no,
those shoes.
Stop it! I'm not. Even if they help, I will never wear shape ups.
I think I don't know. I genuinely I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like they just look cool. Like you look like, what's those shoes from back in the day? The moon shoes where you can like jump and like.
Yeah.
That's what they look like to me.
They do.
I don't know. Do they really work? I don't know. I mean, they look like moon shoes. My mom bought me some back in the day.
My mom did too. She's like, I don't need to work out. My shoes work me out.
Yeah, I'm like, I wore them. I'm like, I don't get it. I feel I'm taller now. It gave me some inches. I'm a short person, so it gave me a few inches. But like, I look like I can just do that with heels, though.
Okay, so I do the incline, and how long did you say I do that for?
So if you're first starting out, based on it's all mental, right? So first start off with 15, and then if you're first starting out, but if you want to just jump into the deep end and do 30. I'm
gonna try.
Should probably start with 5.
So like do 15, 20, 25, 30. Man, homie over there really has no faith in you, really.
I'm just here to push her, you know.
Okay, so we'll find a in between. We'll go for like let's say 15 or 20 minutes. All right, and then should I do anything else after I do like the incline on the treadmill, or is that it?
Stretch
and then stretch.
Yeah, just stretch. I mean, if you're actually like a beginner, just stretch. And then if you want to do like a few weights, just like few like, simple weight workouts, then fine. But like, I think like if you're beginning and trying to just get into the routine of working out, then like the treadmill is just perfect. And then you can just add on to your workout as you come, you know, but always remember to stretch. You don't want to cramp up.
Definitely. I am hurting today. But okay, so I'm going to the gym tomorrow. I'm going to try it. Thank you so much for your advice.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Have a good day. Bye.
I hope it helps. You too. Bye.
Okay, how perfect was she besides the one S word?
What S word? What are you talking about? I cut that out. I don't know what you're talking about.
She was great.
That was actually like really solid advice.
I know. I don't think we need to ask anybody else. Maybe. I'm trying to read your thoughts. Okay. Though when she said like the TikTok thing, I really thought my daughter was like I was like, she is onto something. Like she is really working it over there at that high incline the entire time. And I thought like she's using this app on her phone or something. Oh yeah, she was using an app on her phone. She was
TikTok.
using her TikTok app,
Those
which
kids.
totally makes sense. And I'm going to call her out on it the next time I see her.
Yeah.
After this show.
But no, the whole just going, even if you don't want to go, like the whole winning the mental fight. That is. Are we talking to somebody right now?
I'm trying to clear it. Okay, we're good.
That's big. I've heard people talk about just like driving to the gym and then
Getting to the parking lot and turning around and leaving.
Yeah.
Are you telling your own personal story?
No, not at
Okay.
all. I can't remember the last time I went to the gym. I definitely haven't paid for a gym. Are you kidding me? Psh, if I'm gonna pay for anything, it's not anything that's gonna make my life better. It's probably gonna be video games.
I don't know. Part of paying for it is like keeping the commitment to it. You know, I'm not paying a lot.
Yeah.
My membership is $30 a month. And
That's kind of a lot. What do you mean?
That's $1 a day.
That's a lot. All right, high roller.
Okay, all it is 2 streaming services. So I can just cancel 2 movie streaming services and work out instead.
You're talking to the person who refuses to get any sort of streaming service, including like YouTube Premium or Spotify
I
Premium.
know you use
or
my streaming services.
anything like that. And I'll be honest with you, Rebecca. If I didn't have access to your Netflix or your Disney Plus, I wouldn't even it would not
my
change my
HBO
day
Max.
today. Do I have access to your
I also
HBO?
have Hulu currently, but just for 1 month.
Okay, but I don't have access to those things.
You do.
I'm
It's the same password.
all right, touche. I'll have to keep that in mind. Is there anything on there that I should? You know what? Whatever. No, I don't need it.
Have you seen the Winter Soldier Falcon
Do you want
on
to?
Disney Plus?
Do you want me to answer that, or do you want to just guess?
I'm going to guess no, because you wait until they're all the episodes are on there before you start watching it. And this one only has 2.
Yep.
Nathan, they are so good. Like you feel like you're watching a movie. I cannot even tell you, like, it's so awesome. You're going to love them. You are going to love them.
I know. That's why I'm waiting till they're all out so that I don't
I
watch
couldn't
2.
wait. I
and
was
then,
really excited.
I have to wait now like a freaking pleb. Not me, dude. I'm not about that.
You want to talk about something that's the complete opposite of working out?
Working in, lazy in,
Cuddling
sleeping in.
fluffy cows.
That's close. Not quite the opposite, but
So there's this farm in Kentucky, and they have those one fluffy cows, like the shampoo cows, but these
shampoo cows.
But these are Scottish Highland cattle, and they look like a whole bunch of Elvises,
no.
but in cow colors.
Don't you have a picture of one of these cows in your living room?
I do. Yes, the one with the horns and the bangs, the bang bangs,
Did you just describe a cow as the one with the horns?
and the bangs.
And the bangs, yes. No, that's exactly right. These are
But
the cows with the bangs.
he doesn't have like normal cow horns. He's got the long cow horns, but
Like
but
this
he's but not
one.
like a Texas Longhorn.
No, like this Highland
Okay, but
cow,
nobody
like
can see it on the podcast.
I'm just
so I'm
saying,
just
you were
describing
talking
it to
about
him.
Highland cows, and then I said, yeah,
Oh
like the
my
one in
gosh.
your living room.
Look
and then
at
you
the
said
little
no, but
cow with the long horns.
a little cow with the long
Like he's still grown into him, but he is so cute. Anyway,
They're just short cows. It's
but
done growing.
with long fur. Like they're so fluffy.
Yeah, they're just long-haired cows.
But they look like a puppy.
Okay, so anyway,
like a
so
really
you can.
big
Do you have to
puppy.
pay to snuggle these things? Or?
Okay, so this farm, it's a mother and daughter that raises these cattle, and they're just doing it like for fun. Like this is their hobby because the mom and dad both have full-time jobs, and so the daughter spends a lot of time taking care of these cows, but they have a lot more on their property than they started with. They only started with a couple, and now they use them for breeding and stuff. They sell them kind of like your parents do with the goats.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're doing this with these cows, and a lot of people get them for pets because they act a lot like a dog does.
They're short and
They got
fluffy and
bigger
docile.
poops, but
Just barely.
they're pretty adorable. And like I look at it and it reminds me of Elvis because Elvis is kind of the size of a small cow.
Yeah, about the size of these baby cows. Yeah.
Yeah.
These Highland cows kind of remind me. Have you ever seen a pygmy donkey?
Yes, those are adorable too. Not as cute as these Highland cows.
The Highland cows, admittedly, are cute.
They're fluffier.
But you cannot look at this baby miniature donkey and tell me
he's really cute.
it's the size of a baby goat.
Yes, he's pretty adorable too. But I bet cuddling the cows is a lot more fun than cuddling the donkey. Still fun. So cuddling these cows, all you have to do is like schedule an appointment with them, and then you can go out and like hang out with the cows. I don't know how much it costs. I bet they charge something, but it's worth it no matter what it is. But the other day, oh my gosh, there's another picture and it's so cute. If you're listening to this, you have got to go to the website and look at these Highland fluffy cows, because
Just Google Highland calves.
they are just the most precious, adorable things. So the other day I was driving home and there's a lot of baby cows out right now. And there is some fluffy black cows a stone's throw away the other direction of the gym. And the cows were jumping and prancing and running and playing with each other. And it was so cute. I almost like got out of the car and went like running up to them to take pictures and try to like coerce them over to me so I could pet them. Oh, they were so cute. Cows are so cute.
Yeah, they're not bad. Cows, in my opinion, are better than horses.
You just don't like horses.
I don't like horses.
Steve says cuddling a baby alpaca is still better. I enjoyed alpacas until they were all jerks and turned on me when they got out of the barn, and I tried to lure them back, and they just spit at me and ran towards the road.
Yeah.
At your house. It was a horrible, traumatic experience, and
Alpacas
I'm
are kind of jerks.
still pretty ticked at them.
Yeah, they're
Looking at me with his teeth sticking out like a jerk.
like a little idiot.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
He was like moving his head back and forth like, you can't get me. I'm not going in that barn door. It was not nice. Anyway, you owned a cow once, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Ben says cows are still my favorite.
Did you read the second part of that comment? Not sure there are any animals that taste better.
I hate the confidence I had when I read all of it except for that last line.
Maybe pigs. He followed up.
Aw,
Anyway, yeah,
do
no,
pigs have the same intelligence as dogs? Okay, anyway, you owned a cow.
Not great. I had a cow. His name was Colonel. Great growing up. Turned out to be a little bit of a jerk, but to be honest, that's my fault. I was a young lad and didn't quite train him as much as I should have. Ended up selling him. He turned into a cheeseburger somewhere, and that's that.
That is such a sad story.
No, getting the calf, I had the understanding of I am not going to have this cow my whole life. For one thing, it's a male, and what are you going to do with a single male cow?
Love it.
Take
it for walks?
Nope, not me.
Feed it daisies in the field?
Well, there was some feeding going on,
take
but
photos with it,
got
post it
switched
on
up
your
there at the end.
Instagram.
Didn't have an Instagram. Anyway, showed him once or twice, and then got the weird thing was actually, you know what? So the weird thing about selling your cows at the fair is that you show them during the auction.
Yeah.
And your base, it's like, this is the last walk I have with my cow before he goes in somebody's trailer and then into some like factory or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think I did that part. I think somebody else walked my cow. I think he stepped on my toe or something, and I was ticked.
That sounds like you.
I didn't want to have any. I was like, get rid of him. Get out of here. I put my heart and soul into raising.
Yeah, it sounds like you had a real bonding experience with this cow.
Listen, you raise a calf from a young lad. I'm getting choked up, but not because my cow eventually got sold, but just because I got choked up. Regardless, you raise them up, it's hard not to have a bonding experience with the animal. The best memory I have of that cow is whenever our neighbors came over, and he was still like teenage years old, maybe a little younger. He was probably like preteen age for a cow, and our neighbor was like, I want to ride him. And so the neighbor hopped on him and then just immediately got bucked off. And I was like, yeah, no, I mean, I don't know what you expected to happen there. So that was a good feeling, but Yeah, no, I had a cow.
Okay, we were both raised on farms, and both of us had very different thoughts and feelings towards animals.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, no, I knew I wasn't going to have him for the rest of my life, and he was a male. My mom would hand me an animal, a baby animal, and say, now remember, this is going to be dinner here in a few months. And instead of thinking, yep, this is what we do. We get animals and then we kill them and we eat them.
Better not.
I whispered in whatever animal it was ear and said, I'm going to save you. And then when the time came for the animal to be killed, I cried and I screamed and I fought with everything I had to save that animal. And my mom still killed him.
Do you ever look at your daughter and think, so this is how my parents felt during those moments?
She is way worse than I am.
I had a feeling you would say that, and while I didn't know you,
Listen, I have
40
never
years
killed
ago,
one of her pets, but I'm guessing that she would come after me to kill me if I did.
You did send one of her cats to our farm,
And promised her it would be just fine.
and
And it wasn't.
but in
We
your
still
defense,
still want to believe that she's out there living with somebody else somewhere.
you legitimately sent her animal to a farm someplace.
In
and
my
you weren't lying.
defense, your mom said that she was going to be okay.
She says a lot of things. That woman is a liar. You should never take
And your
anything
mom
she says.
renamed her name was Jilly Billy Boo Boo, and she just started peeing all over everything. And so she went to the farm to live. She was still alive and went to the farm to live. And your mom renamed her Tinkerbell because she was the only cat with a bell and a collar, the only cat with a collar on the farm. It's probably what got her killed. Jeez, now that I think about it, it's the bell that got her killed.
I'm just now putting that together, huh?
Her bell got her killed. Why didn't you tell me to take it off?
How else would, if we took the bell off, that was like her whole identity, you know? That was her last memento of home.
That's what she'd
Memento?
be known for.
Yeah, you know, they're like, oh, there's
Also what she was heard for when she was trying to hide from the predators.
Jilly Billy Boo Boo in her bell.
Ben, that poor cat couldn't hide from the coyotes. Ah! Remember how fat she was when we dropped her? Oh. She was nice and oh gosh. This is getting worse.
Yeah.
Anyway, so MJ, our other cat, he's still here. He's not going to the farm.
Yet.
Steve, that is not nice. I'm not even reading your comment. No, stop. This has gone so wrong.
Poor
so
Jilly Billy Boo Boo.
fast.
We did have another cow, though, named Rosie, I think.
Back to the cow.
Yeah. We had another calf named Rosie, and I forget what was wrong with her, but there was a lot that was wrong with her.
I can't believe it was the bell that killed her. Okay, sorry. Anyway, Rose.
And we tried to, like, nurse her back, like she, it was almost like she had muscular dystrophy or something like that. Like, she couldn't stand up or anything like that. Eventually, we, like, got her to the point where she could kind of, like, stand around and everything. But I think she had, like, a seizure in her sleep and died or something like that. Sometimes she would, like, have seizures and she would be, like, basically full out sprinting, but, like, laying on her side.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was.
I had a dog that did that, too.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience raising little Rosie. But, you know, you grow up on a farm, you deal with animals like that. There was plenty of goats and everything like that had issues, and you learn either it's gonna make it or it's not. I'll do my best to nurse it back to life, but if it if it dies,
I'll do my best, but if it steps on my toe, it's off to the slaughterhouse with you.
Listen, I made like $70 off that cow.
Only
It wasn't even a lot.
$70?
No, it wasn't a lot. Like, I got the paycheck and it was like, really? That's all he was worth? I mean, sure, but that's all he was worth.
Yeah,
I mean,
feel
he
like
was
you
kind of
got
a jerk,
taken.
but that's all he was worth. You know what? You take what you can get in those moments. I just didn't want to continue raising him because I do have like that fear of bigger animals. Like horses.
Yeah, because you're afraid of horses.
I don't like horses at all. And it's because they're too big to control. If a horse decides, I'm done
You're
here,
just not good at controlling large animals.
what are you going to do? Hang on its neck?
You just yell, yeah, yeah.
There's a reason whenever they are talking about the power a vehicle has, they don't say manpower. They say horsepower. Because if they were like, this has 400
You know
manpower.
why they say
like,
horsepower,
wow,
right?
That's a
because
lot.
they're talking about how many horses it would have taken to like pull a wagon.
Mm-hmm.
So like how many horses it would take to get it to go at that speed.
Right. What I'm saying
So that's why
is-
they call it horsepower, not because they're
I know. But
it
you're
could
just
have been pulled
solidifying the point that
by
I'm making.
cows. And if it was pulled by cows, it would have been called cow power.
It would have taken
if
less
it was
cows.
pulled by huskies, it could have been husky power.
But do you understand my point, though?
or cats.
Is
Cat
that
power.
horses
it would
are
have taken
stronger
a
than
few
men?
more cats.
But you understand that you're just solidifying my point there.
That
That horses are
pull
stronger
trailers.
per capita than humans. So if a horse decides, no, screw you, I'm going to do what I want, it's going to do what it wants. And that's why I have trust
Unless
issues with
it's
horses.
obedient
And that's
to
why
its
I decided
trainer.
to get rid of the cow because he
Because
was
it's
getting
not a
bigger
horse.
than little 12-year-old Nathan wanted to deal with.
Or it was a lot more work than 12-year-old Nathan wanted to deal with.
Both are true. Do you know what it's like to get headbutted by a cow from behind?
Yeah,
Like,
I have a dog named Elvis.
that's not the same.
Have you seen how big he is? He's got a lot of horsepower.
He has one dog power. That is how much he has. Not even a full horsepower. Not even one. He has one dog power. And by the looks of him, he might not even have that.
I don't know. He knocked me down the stairs that one time and I broke my wrist. He was running pretty fast.
So one dog power is better than one man power.
I'm a woman.
You're okay. Even better. One dog power is worse or is better than one woman power. Probably not as good as a man power though, because let's be honest, it's a bit of a bit of a gap there, you know. But you keep going to the gym and that gap gets smaller. So
Okay.
good on you.
While we're on the subject of farming, you said that you went shopping for overalls?
I did say that, didn't I?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Wow.
What?
I'm surprised you remember
What
that.
was how could I forget that? Because you were like, oh, we'll talk about it later. So now's a good time.
Yeah, I think I bookmarked. I think I bookmarked this website. I was scrolling through Reddit the other day, as I do most days because I don't have a life, and I came across a post from a guy who was wearing overalls, and I looked at those and I thought, okay, I don't have this saved. That's unfortunate. But I looked at those and I thought, those are pretty nice. Those are pretty nice overalls. I think I could pull off some overalls.
What?
But the problem is this brand that I found is from the dungarees. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Dungarees. Dungarees.
Those were real popular in the 90s.
So you're saying that there's a chance.
I do recall wearing overalls in the 90s a lot. I also wore overalls when I grew up on a farm for working reasons because it really helped when you were walking through the fields to get cut with all the leaves of everything.
Sure.
Um,
Run and Fly. That's the brand I was looking at.
wait,
Look at these.
are those the ones?
Yeah. Well, okay, so they have lots of brands.
Okay, no, I can see why you thought you could wear those.
They, you know, you look at these and you think, wow, these are pretty cool dungarees. And check this out. Look, there's one with foxes on them.
Guys, they're just like normal overalls, but they're not normal because they're covered in really odd patterns, and
But they look cool.
that's a matter of opinion.
Look.
I think some of the girls pull them off well.
What about this fella?
He does not. He looks like a storm is coming in on the ship. But
It's because he's a hipster. What about this guy? He has tattoos like what's that? Adam Latrine. Yeah. Look,
Adam
Look,
Levine.
he's just like Adam Levine. He's got tattoos and hair
Anyway,
and dungarees.
these overalls, I think they look good on girls. I think there's some guys I think that could probably pull them off. I don't think that you're one of them.
Why don't you think I could pull off
I would
overalls?
support you in wearing overalls if you truly loved overalls and you wear those macaroni.
Rebecca, these have bees.
Okay.
That's
you,
topical.
You wear those macaroni colored pants, and I think those are pretty awful.
But I can make them work.
But I support you because you think they make your caboose look great.
That's not even why I wear them. I wear them because I
you
know
paid a
my
lot of
caboose
money
looks
for
good,
them.
and
they say Vent Lab on them.
I wear them because they say Vent Lab on them. Also because they're the style of pants that I like, but they're the only pair of pants that I have in that style. Look, here's dinosaur.
Speaking of merch, did we talk about our new merch?
Not yet.
Okay.
What a transition, though.
Guys, we have new merch. So, you know,
we have dungarees.
Last week we mentioned, hold on, Nathan can even pull off a monkey tail beard.
That's true. I can. I did it.
Okay. Pull it off. You did it. I don't know if you pulled it off. Anyway, so we got our new logo. We revealed it this last Friday. And thanks to an hour and a half morning meeting that I didn't pay attention to, I got the merch line updated. So we have new quality black premium tees with our new logo on it. We have socks.
We do have socks.
A beach towel. We have a cool like sweatshirt. It's not even a hoodie sweatshirt, and I did that on purpose. It's just like a
regular
plain old black
sweatshirt.
One thing I'm really excited about is the Vent Lab water flask. I'm
This
taking
is
that
pretty
to
cool.
the gym with me.
Yeah, it's metal.
It is.
So
don't drink orange juice in it.
Right. I'm gonna be
But
real
it's
with you.
insulated.
I'll be real with you right here now live. I'm not a huge fan of metal water bottles.
They kind of freak me out as well.
I don't like hitting my teeth on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take this to the gym because I think it looks so cool.
20 ounces.
I'm going to
solid size.
give it a try. Anyway, we got a new coffee mug. Oh, some sweatpants.
Some sweatpants
that are only in black. I did not put the macaroni color on there because I didn't want you to just reorder those again.
Rebecca, you know I have access. I can come in here and I can change what colors are available.
Nathan, I've left that opportunity to you for a long time, and you said, I don't know how, so I don't feel like we're at risk for you changing the color to the macaroni
that's because
joggers.
Here's the thing now, though. I know that I can annoy you by learning. So as long as I have
Is that the
incentive,
motivating factor? Is that what I need to do? Is just, if I need you to do something, I need to make it look like it would annoy me so that you'll be motivated to do it?
No, because I can read.
You know what really annoys me is when you're on time all the time. I hate that.
Nice try. My managers at work tried that. Doesn't work. I'm still going to be late.
There's also a new sticker, onesie. Anyway, you can go to
we have socks
the
and a
Teespring.
beach towel.
There's a link on our Facebook page. Also a link, I don't know, where else? We'll link it to other things like, YouTube and Twitch and Discord and stuff.
When was the last time you used a black beach towel? Yeah, that's bold, you know? You get a lot more sun that way, though.
I did. Probably last year, I had a beach towel that like was black with like bright flowers on the side of it. Yeah.
One of my favorite beach towels actually was black. So,
Hey,
it was my brother's,
fact,
but I used it.
The company that I work for is called Entercom. They
Entercom.
made an announcement this morning that they are now called Odyssey, and not the way Odyssey is normally spelled. It's Audacy.
Like audio or like Audacity.
But it's Odyssey.
But it's just Odyssey.
I've called it Audacity a million times today. Anyway, Odyssey, their color scheme is the exact same as ours.
It's because they saw what we were doing and they're like, dang, that's a good color scheme.
And they described why they did it. And they're like, orange means energy. It also means like innovative. And anyway, their whole presentation was like Jim doing the power of the pyramid from Saber.
Yeah.
In The Office. Yeah.
Look, this guy is basically me. And he's wearing dinosaur dungarees.
Nathan, get them. Just get the dinosaur dungarees and wear them as soon as they come in on the podcast.
They're 48 euros and I have €0.
Didn't you just get your stimulus?
Yeah, but that came in US dollars. I don't know how many euros that is.
Okay.
How do you convert it?
Well, just order from the website. They'll give you American dollar option.
It's going to be a lot of money.
Also, I'm sure you can find them here in the States.
Yeah, but they're not dungarees.
Guys, go to our YouTube video and see our matching outfits if you're listening to the podcast.
You don't have to, actually.
They're so cute.
You designed these shirts too?
I did design this logo.
Yeah.
Just a logo designer.
Apparently.
You know what? Poor people are creative because they have to be.
Right. Poor people is what they say.
We're poor podcasters.
Poor
so
podcasters.
We got creative.
Yep. Pour one out for
We
you.
paid $20 to somebody to make a logo that I created
But that's
because
okay.
theirs sucked.
You know, theirs needed work, and
It sucked.
you know,
they
we
weren't
just-
even close.
Okay, so next Tuesday, the 6th
Shock
of
therapy.
March, April is Shock Therapy. Jay West will be here. If you have any questions for Jay West or for us,
We're
to answer.
basically gonna take like the little Nas X song and we're gonna
Oh
like
boy, are we?
compartmentalize it and slowly tear apart the theology of it. Not really. I read the lyrics today. It's bad.
Ben on YouTube says we need vent lab or matching vent lab dungarees. I agree.
Do you know how expensive those would be?
It might be worth it. You know, we only have to make them so that we can get them. Nobody else has to buy them. Anyway, that's the only reason we have merch is so that we can buy vent lab stuff. It's not at all so that other people can buy them and support us.
No, I put an order in for myself today.
Yeah, I saw that.
You should put an order in for yourself.
I will.
Okay.
I will. I want to make a hoodie with the
You just
new,
haven't because you don't know how.
Well, because I want a hoodie with the new vent lab
You
logo.
want me to put it.
And I didn't know how, so I had to wait till I was here. Anyway, next Tuesday is Shock Therapy. If you have questions, text them to 816-787-1511. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, this Friday is part 2 of the Peeps show,
Yeah.
and your mom is making some of our food for us, or all of our food for us.
Head lab food
Technician.
technician. Anyway, my name's Nathan.
I'm Rebecca. We out.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Ba-ba. All right, we have a meeting like now? Question mark?
They texted me and said that they were running late because they
Because they're watching and they realize that we're
they
running
said
late.
we will be about 10 minutes late praying for Easter.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
We have a meeting with some other.
A professional
What,
podcaster.
are they podcasters? I don't.
It's a church in Texas.
Okay.
A larger church in Texas that has just launched their podcast, and they are needing some assistance. And we know how to work through some issues, so
We're gonna
help them.
pretend
Nathan's
like we know
gonna help
what
them,
we're
and I'm
doing.
gonna stand there and talk to them.
Yeah. So we got that going for us, which is nice, I guess.
I like getting to help people.
Yeah,
It
no,
makes
I
me
actually do too.
happy.
So anyway, thank you guys for watching. We will see you on Friday. And then Shock Therapy, I guess, will be live too.
Yeah.
That'll be the. Yeah. Okay. Anyway,